Bitch. Don't let Draco. Don't let catch
Fornax, fuck it up.
Be realistic, I don't really see no competition. Who she thinks she talking to? Like, obviously, I'm a nigga. Close that door, niggas snakes, I ain't going for it. Move right, outsmart them, stink team, most wanted. Be realistic, niggas bums, they ain't tryna ball. Ran it back and won, nigga, anytime we took a loss. Rock hard in my double cup, I keep spilling sauce. I don't know nothing, bodies dropped, he was not involved. Versatile, I could be a model or chalk the block. Or pop a lock with a dough, X marks the spot. Cut it out, if she ain't beneficial, I'ma cut her off. Bitch, give up, drop right now, made her cough it up. Old demons, everywhere I go, we dropping icicles. Is we kidding? Broke niggas rapping science fiction. Every day a movie, it ain't hard to be the most consistent. A flow flammer, I be in and out with orange chicken. You know who really for the win, be realistic. He just wanna be my friend, be realistic. They don't really get no Uchis, be realistic. They can't do it how we do it, be realistic, man. Shit, bitch. You know who really for the win, be realistic. Shit. Yeah. They can't do it how we do it, be realistic.
You know who run the city, let's be realistic. Where the wonton soup, I'm finna tear up the kitchen. Cause you the feds or the cops, mind your business. Draco was the dime, bitch, tell all your children. Walk up acting stupid, I might men in black his memories. Tear it off quick, bitch, now, literally. If not, you gotta go to sad facts, you can't sit with me. I know I got this big Buddha piece, I need 10 of these. Things got the sauce, ingredients, and the rest. I never stop rapping till my neck look like Mr. T. Then again, after that, I'ma still keep shit talking. He said he was a thug, it sound good, we made a bitch out of him. Best advice to be my friend, be realistic. I ain't even say a word, I walk in and feel the tension. All these niggas home dick, sometimes life calls for whippets. I'm a joint in my city, I ain't tucking in the trenches.
You know who really for the win, be realistic. He just wanna be my friend, be realistic. They don't really get no Uchis, be realistic. They can't do it how we do it, be realistic, man. Shit, bitch. You know who really for the win, be realistic, man. Yeah. They can't do it how we do it, be realistic.
Whoa, man, let's get to the business, man. These motherfuckers done piss me off, man. Man, these niggas is hoes. Like, a lot of y'all with this damn pseudo mumbo jumbo shit, man, just really irks me, bro. Because it just watching these debates just reveals the stupidity and idiocy of this community. And I might just show you guys these niggas over here crying and acting like they won. Cedrick and JJ had a debate on Paradigm Shift TV. Shout out to Craig, shout out to DMG, shout out to everybody over there, man. But all these debates, every time, they should know JJ gonna cry like a little bitch when he lose. He gonna make a scene because he lose. He gonna cry foul because he lose. The nigga that did this shit 10,000 times. I ain't got that problem. I won all my debates. Every judge debate, I won. But this nigga, he get beat up and he lose, he crying. But that's beside the point. That's a bigger problem here. The problem is this. That you can actually debate with made up shit. You got to get DQ'd for that. You got to be disqualified for that. When you just go and type into ChatGPT, Meta AI, Gemini, Grok, or any other AI platform, and you say, are the ancient Indians or did the Africans sail to the Americas? If you type that in and it spit out a bunch of inquiries, and then you copy and paste that inquiry and you put it in slide format, or you put it in slide format, the nigga just had it on the stream, strolling up and down and up and down. That's automatic DQ. You disqualified, nigga. That's how it should go. That's why nobody respect this little ass community. Nobody respect this little petty ass, stupid, retarded ass community. Nobody respects this shit. And it will never go into respect because you niggas are idiots. Y'all don't know how to debate. Y'all don't know how to structure. What Cedrick did, he structured his debate and it was tailored towards JJ's arguments that's been happening in the back chats. I know everybody that's watching not privy to that. The man just been going in the back chat making all these damn claims. And it's just that a claim. None of this stuff is proven. He even said in the debate, my claimant, he tried to say both sides wasn't proven. No, Columbus is proven. It's cemented. It's sealed. It's history. But here's the thing. Here go the trick bag, y'all. The point of this debate was to make Cedrick have the burden of proof. Why is that? Because JJ knows he has no chance in proving that Africans came to the Americas prior to Columbus. He knows that. So what do? Make a bad faith argument, try to manipulate the situation, and make it where Cedrick is the affirmative and he's the negative. But his whole fucking debate was just stupidity after stupidity. He wasn't even going against his own point, like most you damn pseudos do. He proved Columbus came over here when he said, oh, that DNA didn't come here until Columbus got here. Wait a minute, you just said he never came. You just said he never existed. Why the fuck are you reading a source? And I'm going to take out the time, not tonight. I'm going to take out the time. We're going to review the debate slide by slide, like we done debates prior, and show how this nigga lost. Man, it's going to get worse on the playback. So he going to go to his little Sonetta fucking fan base, and everybody was already in the comments that was JJ's was saying he won off the strength that they believe the same shit he believed, not based off the presentation. It's just weird shit to me, man. Weird shit. But no, it ain't even weird. This is normal, bro. This is normal in this little facade of a community that y'all got online. Y'all support people like this. And that's why I said what I said. I want to find Ivan Van Sertima's grave and shit on that. Shit on his fucking grave, man. Shit on his damn headstone, man. Because this is bullshit. All we got from these fucking black scholars is a bunch of nonsense and fairy tales. That's all we got. And here was the whole point of the debate. Oh, Cedrick's tearing down the black scholars. He just want to tear down black people. Y'all hide behind that shit. Y'all hide behind that and rabble-rouse behind that. The whole debate was some cartoon shit on JJ's side. From the start, the opening, to the ending, JJ's presentation was some Cartoon Network, Walt Disney shit. What Cedrick was doing was tearing down the argument that this nigga made. He addressed the yams. He addressed the genetics component by citing the geneticist that JJ used, showing you that geneticist is saying that the people of pre-colonial America would have been Asian related, not African related. Then you have one of the judges say, well, you're trying to prove Native Americans that's off. No, that's on topic, because if you're going to say these motherfuckers are here, you need to show some genetic ancestry, some genomic ancestry. Man, I didn't ran hot, man. My blood pressure high like a motherfucker right now. My head about to pop watching that shit, sitting down 20-minute fucking round. Then you're going to make us suffer through 20 fucking minutes of that bullshit. Hell no. When it's pseudo, you got to go 10 minutes. That's it. You can't go on that bitch and go 20 fucking minutes. And then you got to close it and open it. Hell no. Nobody want to see that shit. 3 rounds of you making shit up. Bullshit. Wasting my fucking Sunday, man. And only got 1 fucking day off of work. Bitch ass nigga. Watching this shit just makes my skin fucking crawl. What I just witnessed. But it just reminds me that this community ain't shit. I'll get on there. Oh, I'm not taking this shit on. No, he need to be fucking defecated on, man. For the bullshit he created. And the cult that he fucking engendered. Bullshit. So I just had to get on here and vent for a minute, man. I might do the fucking review tomorrow whenever I got some free time. I'm going to review the whole thing. It's going to be a long-ass review, y'all. The niggas had 20-minute rounds. 20-minute rounds, man. And, I mean, even in Cedrick's third round, he stopped at like the 17-minute marker. Like, he had like 3 minutes to go. He just stopped because of the duration. Like, he right. Like, what else is there to say about this shit? Now, to the judge that picked JJ, her thing was, oh, JJ was on topic. Damn, man, the standards is low like a motherfucker, man. You can get on this bitch and your whole fucking presentation from top to bottom is nothing but AI inquiries, a bunch of claims. And even one of the papers I went and researched and typed it didn't even exist. The man said the Ecuadorians had the sickle cell trait. That paper does not exist. The man killed himself because he showed modern Brazilians and Mexicans having African ancestry. It was on the screen. Everybody saw the shit. Modern people, not ancient people. And then he said, oh, EM2 was found in ancient America. No, it wasn't. I'm going to share my screen, man, because we got to define words, man. We got to define words. And maybe Cedrick should have just sat down and had a kindergarten class as his debate. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the shit he said was probably just flying over their head for the simple fact that these niggas don't read and study nothing. And the simple fact they fanboys of JJ, so they're going to say whatever he said. Or they fanboys of the ideology that Ivan Van Sertima created fucking 50, 60 years ago. So what the fuck is evidence? Even though JJ admitted that his side doesn't have any damn evidence. Even though he admitted that, right? Like I said, it ain't gonna be too long, man. I'm gonna throw my damn screen up here and be done with this shit. You hear me? So yeah, evidence. So evidence is the available body of facts or information indicating whether a belief or proposition is true or valid. So there was no evidence that was presented by JJ tonight. None whatsoever. He lost. The judges called it in Cedrick's favor. But the fact that they even had to question it, oh my God. And y'all listen to the adjudication, man. I mean, they doing the best they can. I don't know what else. We don't have professionals judging this shit. This some amateur shit that we're doing, that people are doing, right? But at the end of the day, man, when I watch other leagues outside of this little niche community, it's a standard to this shit. There's not no standard here, man. You can get on here and have no sources. Bro, his first round, he just read from the paper. We didn't get to know the author. We didn't know what website it came from. He didn't even tell us what publication it was in. We don't know shit. We don't know where the fuck you got this shit from. And that fluke like that, you got to dock points for that. When you judging the debate, you have to dock points for that, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, man. You dock points for that. So evidence, the available body of facts or information indicating whether a belief or proposition is true or valid. The man did not bring any evidence. And what they're trying to say is, oh, he had to prove that Columbus got here. The man tried to say that Columbus never existed. In the debate, he said, claiming Columbus is like claiming Jesus or claiming Santa Claus is real. Verbatim, I'm not making this shit up. When we do the review, bar for bar, y'all going to hear him say this a couple times throughout the duration of the debate. The man is questioning Columbus's death. And then he tries to say, why is he buried in 3 places? You're admitting that he exists when you say shit like that. You're admitting it. As soon as you say some dumb shit like that. The man had a slide saying R1B did not get to the Americas until 1492 with Columbus. You just fucking killed yourself, you idiot. I thought he didn't fucking exist. Why the fuck are you showing something to the audience that says he got here and brought that genetic signature with him? Why would you show that, you dumbass? Then says Spain was behind all that shit. He was validating Christopher Columbus' voyage, his existence, and DNA all in one motherfucking slide. Seppuku, man. Japanese ritual suicide is what that nigga committed. How the fuck anybody saying he, oh my God. I hate this fucking community. I hate this fucking community so much. I can't stand Afrocentrics. I can't stand Black Hebrew Israelites. I can't stand anybody who's involved with y'all because you guys are a bunch of baffling fucking morons. All of y'all. Every single one of y'all. Let's keep it a buck. All y'all need y'all ass whooped. This is fucking ridiculous. I wish I could jump in a time machine and go back and whoop them motherfuckers' ass for the dumb shit they passed down. And all night, all you heard was he's trying to tear down black scholars. They need to be fucking teared down. Do you see the shit they created? The shit they left behind? Rashidi, he died in, I think, 2020, and fucking I haven't even been gone. But guess what lives on? They fucking pseudo doctrine. It still exists today. It still exists today. You hear these dumbasses on these social media platforms every fucking day regurgitating some Ivan Van Sertima bullshit. And I can't think of the sister's name right now, but she's right. They were citing older sources from Europeans, from white people. Since y'all want to race bait every goddamn body. Oh, they're black. Who gives a fuck if they're black? Is their information on point or not? Their information is not on point. So you lost. That's the point. You can't prove Africans in the Americas before Columbus. But what JJ did prove is that Columbus did come over here, that his genetic signature has been here since 1492. Here's a dumb thing. You niggas be quoting the writings of Columbus, and I got the book. Y'all forgot I was with that damn purple coat for years. I have the book about the writings of Columbus to try to prove Native Indians were black. Y'all read his writings, but now tonight you want to talk about, oh, it's fake. It's all made up. Oh, it's fragmented. Duh, it's an old document. Old documents tend to be fucking fragmented. What the fuck is wrong with niggas? This is fucking stupidity. Y'all read from Christopher Columbus writings, or alleged writings. You gotta say alleged writings now because they act like the motherfucker didn't exist, to prove that Native Indians was black. Get the fuck out of here, dude. So no evidence was shown tonight to prove that Africans came to the Americas before Columbus. None whatsoever. If y'all watch that debate, y'all show me the evidence that shows the veracity to his claim. Even JJ said out of his mouth that he has nothing to give concrete evidence to his claim. He said that during the debate. But somehow you guys are acting like this is a foregone conclusion when it's a myth. It's a modern myth made by pseudo scholars. Who gives a fuck if they're black? Who cares? No, they need to be disrespected. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all coddle these motherfuckers. That's why we got a bunch of you niggas. Y'all coddle these motherfuckers all the time. Ain't no motherfucking correction. Ain't no correction at all. Everybody just, you know what? That's kinfolk. That ain't my fucking kinfolk. The fuck out of here, nigga. What the hell wrong with y'all? All right, so the next word I'm going to define, I'm going to do some definition. We're just going to put some definitions out there real quick. And shout out to Cedrick. He did win. You know what I'm saying? But the stupidity. And I already knew that JJ was not going to accept his win, his loss. He was not going to accept his loss. JJ at the end of it was trying to throw shots because one of the judges fell off the panel. So he was saying that it was like a banana in the tailpipe type of situation going on. That how her basically trying to say and invalidate her vote in her adjudication. Basically trying to say she wasn't there, so therefore she cannot judge fairly. And he even said, I knew it was a setup from the beginning. That's what you niggas all, I seen you niggas do this shit 1,000 times. Every time y'all get that ass whooped and the judges don't vote in your favor, the first thing you cry out is foul play. The first thing you indicate is foul play. And I'm glad DMG during the debate called your ass out, and I put in the chat that he talking about your ass when he said, oh, my platform too small, or oh, when it's all about the host. He was talking about JJ, and I knew that shit because I know your ratchet ass. I know you do shit like that. You can't accept the loss for nothing. None of you niggas are scholars. None of you niggas study. None of you niggas read this shit. Nobody do. Because when it come down to actually proving out your arguments, you cannot do it. Why? Because none of these fucking academic studies say the bullshit y'all saying. That's why I keep telling these niggas, show that what you just showed me, that claim, show me in the article. Quote it from the article where it says that. Niggas can't. They keep appealing to AI. So look at this. This is the definition of claim. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. I gotta turn my fan on, nigga. The nigga done ran me hot. Some bullshit, nigga. All you niggas hoes, man. Look, a claim is a demand for something due or believed. Oh no, that's a different claim. I want a damn claim. The hell? Where is it at? Hold on. Take right for assert to claim to have. Not a claim. What the fuck is a claim? Where is it at? Something. It's supposed to be something that has yet to be proven. I can't find the damn definition. Hold on, let me find it. To demand something of value because you believe it belongs to you. No, I'm not talking about that damn claim. Right here. Here it is.
Claim.
State or assert that something is the case, typically without providing evidence or proof. That's basically what we got all night was claims. Claims on tops of claims. Yeah, you don't want your host dancing. He was talking about JJ. We all know JJ's that. He's that theatrical person that's going to want all the attention. Put me on the big screen. Remember when we fell apart? We fell out with that nigga because of the shit, the same tactics and shit he was doing tonight. The same shit. Put me on the big screen. Solomon, that's all you do. You's a nut. You and Black Jesus Minister are nut ass niggas, man. Correction, claims glued to a PowerPoint. Exactly, just a bunch of fucking claims. There's no evidence, there's no proof of Africans in the Americas. None whatsoever. There's no academic source that's worth its salt that will say some dumb shit like that. That's why y'all can't pull the paper. When the nigga was on my channel, I told the nigga, pull the fucking paper. Cite the fucking paper, man. Don't give me these goddamn AI inquiries. If I get on AI right now and tell them to pull up the proof of unicorns or some shit, some silly shit, it's going to pull a bunch of fucking references up. Does that mean it's true? No. God damn. Silly shit, man. It's like battle rap, silly shit. Let me tell y'all what that really meant. Anyway, appeal to AI fallacy. And we're going to use AI to define this shit. Because I thought I had coined this shit. Obviously, it's already been coined. It's already been coined, an appeal to AI. This is a new fallacy that's going on in the social media worlds. Here's the new fallacy right here, y'all. Appeal to AI fallacy, or more accurately, an appeal to authority in the context of AI, occurs when someone relies on the opinion or reputation of a technology company or AI developer to justify a claim rather than evidence or sound reasoning. This is what we're saying. This is what we're seeing. This is what we're seeing in live on live TV, y'all. This is what we're seeing. This is what we saw in that debate and all of JJ's rounds. Everything was AI-generated responses, and he used that as a linchpin to the argument. That's what he used. Every round, not one round that we see a actual article where you can see the site where it came from, We don't know where the fuck he's getting this shit from. It's just a bunch of inquiries claiming that this paper, it didn't even say the title. It didn't even let you know the name. Some of those shits just said 2003, 2007, 1987. It just said the date. It didn't even tell you the motherfucking author, the publication, the website. It didn't tell you shit. At least with Cedrick, I got a website. I got the scientist's name. I know where to go to. I can refer to it. I can't refer to anything that fucker showed tonight. Everything JJ showed, most of it, if not all, could not be put on the goddamn stream. It cannot be cited because it does not exist. That shit about Ecuadorians having sickle cell trait, nowhere. I couldn't find the shit. He said it was on +1, 2017. I typed it in just like it was on the goddamn stream, and I didn't see one goddamn paper recapitulate the shit he talking about. This is the shit we allow in this dumbass community. It's bullshit. And y'all should be ashamed of yourselves to be having some bullshit like that on the stream, man, and making us watch 20 minutes of it. The fuck wrong with you niggas? Boy, I hate this fucking community. Ignorance and stupidity. That's all y'all have. Then you got a nigga come on there talking about some, well, you know, he didn't, man, shut the fuck up. He said shit was 3 hours. Yeah, nigga had a fucking Marvel movie. Niggas just had a Marvel movie, bro. A fucking Marvel movie, man. Niggas had Endgame 1, part 1 and part 2. The fuck out of here, nigga. Nah, nigga, if your shit's pseudo, you got to cut that shit off at 8 minutes, nigga. We don't want to see nothing but 8 minutes. God damn, man. Yeah, I need some cold water with ice, man. Some bullshit. And here's the thing, bro. The thing is, this clown been doing this shit for years. Mel said, check your message. I sent you an article. Hold on, let me look. This clown been doing this shit. Y'all knew he was going to do that shit at the end of the debate. Y'all knew he wasn't going to sit down and take his loss. You knew he was going to cry foul. Even if she did not have to leave the StreamYard. Right? Even if her image didn't come out the StreamYard, he was going to say, oh, this is a setup. These are all his judges. He had something to do with it. He was not going to accept that loss. Cedrick put his foot up his ass. The opening addressed everything JJ did throughout the debate. The AI-generated responses, the falsified claims, the misrepresentation of scientists. Oh, yeah, exactly. Appeal to damn emotion. He brought all that up. In the opening round, he brought all that up. He basically his opening round was the debate because he brought up the fact that Columbus is pretty much cemented in history. He brought that up. He brought all those things up, all of those elements of the argument in the opening. I'm not talking about the first round, the opening. And if y'all don't argue, man, no opening closing too. God damn, nigga, the opening closing, then you got the fucking 3 rounds, 20 minutes of PD, you got the Q&A. And then JJ was killing himself in the Q&A. Straight killing himself with them dumbass questions. Then his bias ass fans and shit in the chat talking about some, oh, when Cedrick asks a question, he won't let him talk. My nigga, did y'all not see JJ do the same shit to him first? So you can dish it out, but you can't take it? That's bitch shit, man. Y'all niggas are fans. Y'all not watching this shit to try to truly weigh each argument against each other. Y'all not doing that. This is what the problem I had at that other goddamn debate. I ain't gonna say the goddamn name of it. This is the issue. Y'all are trying to fight for side instead of it's a debate. It's a sport. And a sport, who gives a fuck? Whoever puts the most points up win. That's it. I don't give a fuck if my team lost. We judging it based off that. It is what it is. It's a sport. It's a competition. Y'all trying to just go off of your doctrine. The doctrine you agree with, okay, that side won. not even analyzing the damn debate for real. And JJ wasn't paying attention to what that man was saying because I could tell by the questions he was asking. Like, man, the nigga said that shit 35, 40 minutes ago. The nigga said it already. Oh, you haven't provided any evidence? Yes, he did. You need to start taking fucking notes, you lazy motherfucker. But who would expect somebody like JJ to take notes? You are on AI typing shit in and trying to make it spit out fucking responses. Manipulating and force feeding this shit. We go through this shit all the time in these back chats. I know y'all not privy to it. A nigga have a claim. He'll go straight to Meta AI on Facebook. He'll go to Meta AI and ask Meta AI, did black people do this? And then Meta AI will spit that out. Whatever responses will spit out to recapitulate what was asked. That's what we've been seeing this whole goddamn time. 1,000 times I had to go back there and correct Meta AI and say, nope, there was no E1B1A here. Because niggas was like, oh, there was EM2 here. Like tonight, there's EM2 in America before Columbus. So if you type that in, the goddamn, matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all a goddamn, hold on, man. I'm going to show y'all an example of this shit. But maybe y'all ain't going to believe me. Maybe y'all don't know how Meta AI works. But a lot of these pseudos are doing this shit. They'll type in EM2 in ancient America. Let me give you an example here. I'm going to go to Yap Game, our chat right here. I'm going to do it right here on my phone here live. Y'all going to see this shit. I'm going to put it on the screen. And I'm going to type in this bitch. Oh, yeah, I saw that article, Mel. Yep, wash, rinse, and repeat, Mel. I saw that article. I think I got that book, by the way. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to Facebook. And then I'm going to add Meta AI, because this is what these niggas do. I'm going to show them, give you an example of what these niggas do. And I'm going to say, show evidence of E1B1A in ancient America. And I'm going to tell it to cite sources. All right, I'm waiting on it to generate. Windover 6 carried E1B1A. Hold on. It's spitting out a lot of shit. So it'll generate a response, and these niggas will take this as gospel. Let me see. All right, watch this. This is perfect. All right, boom. So now I'm gonna show you guys on the screen what it spit out. So I'm gonna open my messenger. All right, so as y'all can see, they in this room right here crying right now. They crying about the debate because JJ was declared the loser and Cedrick was declared the winner. Right? So I typed in at Meta AI, show evidence of E1B1A in ancient America's cite sources. And then it tells you the presence of E1B1A and Y chromosome haplogroup in ancient America is a topic of ongoing research and debate. This is a lie. It's not. There's nobody debating this shit besides these wackos on the internet. But this is the type of foolery that this shit'll do, right? It'll post it out. So while there is no conclusive evidence to prove a direct link between ancient African American population, there are some studies that suggest a possible connection. Here are a few examples. And then it will spit all this information out. All of this information out here. Look, Wendover site in 1984, archaeologists discovered the remains of 168 individuals in Wendover site in Florida, dating back to around 7,000 years ago. A 2012 study published in the American Journal of Physical Anthropology found that one of the individuals, Wendover 6, carried E1B1A haplogroup. So they will copy and paste this and say, see, ancient Americans 7,000 years ago had E1B1A. But if you look this paper up, this paper is liable not to be to exist, or if it does exist, it does not say this shit. It does not say this at all. But they think it's gospel because Meta AI spit it out. This is appeal to AI. This is what all these niggas are doing now. This is the new drug. Mel said it isn't even citing it properly. Yeah, right. Where's the author? Where's the author? I don't even know who wrote this shit. Anyway, let's see. Here's another one. Ancient DNA from the Americas. A 2018 study published in the journal Science analyzed ancient DNA from 15 individuals from Americas. What fucking 2018 study? It just says a 2018 study. That's why I was getting on them niggas like, what paper is it? I can't even cite this shit. I can't pull it up. I can't go to the website. Is it in Nature? Is it in Plus One? Where the fuck can I find this shit at? Where is this paper at? It says here, DNA analyzed ancient DNA from 15 individuals from the Americas, dating back to between 10,000 1,000 years ago. While the study did not specifically focus on E1B1A, it did find that some of the ancient American individuals showed genetic affinity to modern African populations, including Yoruba and Mende. This is why this nigga was crying out throughout the whole debate, saying, I have genetic information. I have genetic information. No, you got a bunch of AI inquiries that are saying what you like. Since it says what you like, or sounds like it's recapitulating your point, you think that you won. Or this is a fact. This is not a fact. This is a fucking claim. That's why I want to read that definition to you. None of this shit is proven. You guys need to learn how to pull the paper that you're referencing and read from the actual fucking paper. Y'all don't know how to do that. The real reason is y'all don't want to fucking do it. I've heard you guys say, oh, y'all going with the white man science. Y'all still say that shit in 2025. Y'all still saying that shit because y'all know that if you go to reading these goddamn articles and these papers in academia, none of that shit you believe in is going to be validated. None of it. Africans coming to Columbus coming to America before Columbus. None of that shit is substantiated by academia. None of it. The Egyptian thing, none of it. All of your shit has been proven false. So what are y'all turning to now? Y'all turning to AI. Y'all hoping AI can save your shit. You basically pulling the wool over our eyes and all your dumbass followers. Oh, look, I got sources. No, you got a bunch of AI inquiries. That's what you got. Claims that cannot be backed up. Notice throughout his whole debate, not one time did he read from an actual paper. Not one goddamn time did he go to the website or show a snippet or a picture of the damn article that's in question. Not one time did he do it. Why? Because he can't do it because the information does not exist. And Cedrick said this shit in the opening. He knew his whole angle. The reason why he knows his angle, because niggas been going back and forth in the back chat before the debate. The nigga know all your moves. He knew you was going to do this AI-generated shit. He knew you was going to try to appeal to emotion and rabble-rouse. You trying to turn down black scholars. Them motherfuckers need to be torn down. Bortolini's source he lied on. Yeah, come on, man. You can't. When you were on my channel, I told your ass, show me the paper that's claiming that E-M2 was found in ancient America. Show me that fucking paper. And you could not do it. Why? Because it does not exist. All of the genetic papers up to date say the same thing about the male Y chromosome that was found in ancient America. It's either haplogroup Q or haplogroup C. That's all we talk about on my channel. I know the shit. I know you can't pull a paper saying that. Mr. Black Tastic said, Hotep forever. Black people came from Nibiru. Right. Melanin is magic, and all the Indians were black with Jahari curls. If JJ had said that, he would have smashed Cedrick easily. Right. Jolanda says Bartolini was a woman. He kept referring to them as he. Yeah, that lets you know that he was not familiar with the geneticists. He didn't even know the sex of her. Let's see. Yeah, more. I meant to put the damn debate in our group, but I didn't want to, offend y'all like that. I didn't want y'all to witness this bullshit that I just had to sit through for the last 3 hours. I could have been playing Monster Hunter Rise on my Switch or playing a new Monster Hunter on my PlayStation 5, man. Wasting my fucking Sunday night with this goofy ass shit, man. The fuck out of here, dude. All right, let's read the rest of this bullshit, man. I'm just showing y'all the example of what these guys are doing. They're going to Meta AI. If they're not going to Meta AI, they're going to Chat GPT. If they're not going, and that's the thing. He tried to claim that Cedrick was going to Chat GPT, knowing damn well he used AI. Knowing damn well that JJ7000, aka Mandy Kamali, relies heavily on AI. All them niggas do this shit. Every single one of them. So here's the next claim right here. A 2019 study published in the American Journal of Human Genetics analyzed mitochondrial DNA and Y chromosome haplogroups from 124 ancient individuals from the Americas, dating back to between 10,000 and 500 years ago. The study found that some of the ancient American individuals carried Y chromosome haplogroups that are common in modern African populations, including E1B1A. Lindo et al. 2019. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to type in Lindo et al. 2019. Let me see what I can pull up. Evidence of abortion. I don't see anything about ancient America. What was the title? Oh, let me. What was the title? We didn't even get a title. We didn't get a title. It just says a 2019 study published, and it says Lindo et al. And I'm typing in Lindo et al. 2021, 2019, and some abortion stuff comes. I can't find this goddamn paper. Where is this paper at? This is the issue. This is the issue with using this goddamn AI shit. I'm watching and listening on my exercise bike and trying not to laugh. Oh, you said you saw it? You saw it? Hold on. Where is it at? Where is it at, Mill? Where's it at? New evidence on the effects of mandatory waiting periods. New evidence on the effects of mandatory waiting periods. That's 2019. JM Lindo. Lindo et al. How far is too far? New evidence on abortion. Where you see it at? Where you see that, Mel? I did. I actually, I said cite the source. I keep telling these motherfuckers, you gotta study, you gotta read. They trying to bypass and circumvent the studying part because these guys are lazy. They don't study nothing. They don't want to actually prove out their arguments. They want to just say, AI, do all the work for me. And then that's how we got here. That's how this debate happened because this nigga kept making a bunch of AI claims. He came on my channel, AI claims. Oh, I got nothing but information for Cedrick. Showed all of his damn claims. I'm like, bro, can you show me that paper? And then it became a problem. Cedrick came on her and asked for the paper. The nigga did the same shit and fell off the damn the channel. Didn't want to be on the channel no more. Oh, this is my show. Nigga, this ain't your show, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? More, you remember you was there? Nigga can show one goddamn paper. Because this shit ain't properly cited, for one. Like, when I do my debates, I'm going to show you something, man. Damn, I got to remember my Google ID. Not my Google ID, for my slides. My Microsoft 365 ID. Hold on, let me see. If I'm not logged in, I ain't going to be able to show y'all. But if it's up, if I'm still logged in, I'll show y'all what I normally do. So I was supposed to debate what's named by are the Israelites or ancient black, are the ancient Israelites black, right? So I'll show y'all this one. 45 slides for I forgot his damn name. Lance. I was supposed to debate Lance over there on wavy shit, and I got 45 slides for nothing. So y'all see this? The pigmentations of West Eurasians. I got the information that I cited from the paper. And I got the name of the article. I got the name of the paper, a genetic probe into ancient The Ancient and Medieval History of Southern Europe and West Asia by Alcif Lazarus et al. 2022. Properly cited. Properly cited. That's how you do it. You can go to this fucking paper and you're gonna find this depiction here to the right. You're gonna find it. The skin graph here. You're gonna find that damn skin graph here showing you what skin tone was around in the Middle East. The majority of it was intermediate. That's what the graph is showing. Right? I'll give you another example. How to properly cite. Ancient Israelites are West Eurasians. Same paper, genetic probe. Copy and paste this, and it's going to pop up. I have pictures of the actual articles here. The ancient people of Israel, some of the phenotypes are there, with blue eyes and fair skin. And here's the article. You can actually go to it. It actually exists. Niggas don't do shit like this. What JJ wants to do is copy and paste a bunch of fucking AI inquiries and say, oh yeah, I won Gish Gallop. I Gish Galloped him to death. Anyway, let's see if we get another example. Another example here, the Canaanites formed the Israelites and what the Canaanites look like. So my whole argument was going to be around the ancient people of the Levant, the Canaanites, and I had article after article after article backing this shit up with real actual sources. Real actual sources that anybody can look up and they can go fucking verify. All right, let me see what y'all saying in the back chat. Yeah. Mr. Black Taxi said, y'all are all getting the wrong answers because you're using the wrong AI. Switch to Nigga Please 3.0. It gives you every pseudo answer you can dream of. Yeah, source up or shut up, man. Yeah, it ain't a source. It's a tool. It's a good tool, but it's not a source. They trying to use the shit as a primary fucking source. What did you send to me? Oh, hold on. Let me see. Did he find the paper? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, he found the paper. All right, so we're gonna go to this paper and it's gonna tell us E1B1A in ancient America. All right. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with this paper, bro. Yeah, I'm familiar with this paper. Why chromosome sequences reveal a short Beringian standstill, rapid expansion, and early population structure of Native American founders. Nah, man, Lindo's not in this paper. Hold on. This is not the paper, bro. Lindo's not in this paper, but this is a good paper, though. Because when you go down here, it tells you the haplogroup, the main haplogroup of the Americas. Let me go down to it. See right here? Haplogroup C and haplogroup Q. Most of the men would have been Q or C, with the lion's share falling under haplogroup Q. And even when you look at this image, let me show you, these are ancient examples. Chippewayan, the sample found in Canada, haplogroup C, Ecuador, 9,586 years ago, C3. If you go down here, he was talking about the Kennewick man. So now he brought up the Kennewick man again after I corrected him on the Kennewick man being haplogroup Q. As you can see, it comes from QM848, 8.5 thousand years ago, the Kennewick man. So actual papers disqualify this dude, man. It invalidates everything he says, man. Orthodox Moore says Control F to see if Lindo was in the paper. Let me see. Control F Lindo. Nope. Oh, there's a J Lindo. Maybe this is it here, but this is 2017. All right. So now let's go to this paper and we're gonna see if it says anything about E1B1A. Copy and paste this. All right, so This paper is Ancient Individuals from North America, Northwest Coast reveals 10,000 years of regional genetic continuity. I'm going to hard search. I'm going to hard search haplogroup. Let's see. So this is talking about mitochondrial DNA, haplogroup X2A. Let's see, mitochondrial DNA haplogroups. Well, here's your haplogroups here: D4, A2, A2, D4, H3. None of this says anything about E1, B1A. None of it. And it's focusing on the mitochondrial DNA, not the Y DNA. So D4H3, stuff we already know. We know A, B, C, D are shared between Asians, East Asians, and Americans. That lets you know where they come from. And you need to look at the ancient remains to find out who's been here. Because you had someone say, I don't know why Cedrick was referencing the ancient remains or saying something about, oh, like they're making an argument that the Native Americans were Africans or something like that. You got to reference ancestry at some point, and the best way of doing that is going off of the fossils that were dug up from the ground and had their genome sequence. Now we know where they came from. They share the same markers as East Asian, so we know these people came from East Asia. We don't see anybody come from Mende, coming from Ghanaians, coming from ancient Nigerians, ancient people living in the Sahel. We don't see that here. We don't see those Zimbabweans here. We don't see no sub-Saharan African DNA or even North African DNA or anything. We don't see anything outside of these East Asian related haplogroups in the ancient Americas. That's a problem. That's a problem if you're Ivan Van Sertima believer. That's a huge problem. Yes, the debate is still available for replay. If you want to suffer through 3 hours of bullshit, the debate is available. I'm gonna show you the YouTube paradigm shift. I'm gonna see if I can put the link in the chat, and you guys go ahead, go watch it. Have at it, man. I'm mad. I gotta watch it again because I'm gonna do the review. I'm gonna do the whole review, bar for bar, line for line, on the channel. Hopefully tomorrow, if I got time, I'm gonna sit down and review this whole fucking debate again. And I'm gonna show you that this nigga did not show any credible sources at all. None whatsoever. The nigga was arguing, saying that Columbus was a myth. A myth. So let me go to Paradigm Shift. Let's see, Paradigm Shift TV. TV. Okay, so 314, boom. I'm gonna go to their lives. So here's the channel here. Did Columbus reach America before the Africans? That's the title. Paradigm Shift TV 314 is the channel, and I'm gonna copy and paste this and put it in the chat. My nigga Darius, he said that he not even sure Columbus existed. That it's like believing in Jesus or believing in Santa Claus. That's what the nigga said, bro. Male, he literally said that Columbus is pretty much a figment of Europeans' imagination. He literally said this shit in the debate. And these clowns in the audience talking about some JJ1. Y'all just fans of it. Y'all fans of these niggas, man. Y'all not evaluating the fucking information that's presented on the stream. Black Tassie said that's the first. It's the first time for everything, my nigga. That's the first time I ever heard someone say Columbus was a myth. Moore said, Cube, I ain't spoke to Cube in over a year and change. Where did you hear we had a debate? No, I had a debate with bro, I forgot that dude's name, man. I'll be forgetting y'all name. Blue, out the blue. But I had to work that weekend, man. So that was my fault. And I don't know how to reach out to the nigga. We're going to debate on communism. Let's see. Yeah, Q-M3. Cedrick brought that out in his debate. That is the Pan-American haplogroup. Q-M3. It's not E1B1A. E1B1A didn't get to the Americas until post-colonial time, or during the colonial times. That's when we start seeing African DNA come to the Americas. African people come to the Americas. You don't see L1, L2, L3, E1B1A, E1A. You don't see none of those markers over here until after colonial times, which kills them. And the thing is, JJ read that shit during his fucking round. He read that. He read that African DNA didn't get over here till then. Oh my God, bro. He started debates up again. That debate was terrible, bro. It was terrible, bro. Who's on Solar Vision Debate League? Who you talking about? Hey, Darius said, out of respect for my brain cells. Oh, man, I gave the damn StreamYard. I meant to give the fucking YouTube. I don't want to be over here all night, man. Oh, yeah, out the blue. Yeah. I didn't know how to contact them. So that was my bad. Yeah. Africans come after Columbus. And the nigga said the shit in his debate. The nigga had said some, like he had the information on the stream, the little inquiry, and it agreed with what Cedrick was saying. How the fuck do you win a debate like that? How? And niggas mad, and he mad because he lost. Oh, it's a setup. Nigga, you were killing yourself. You killed yourself in the third round, and you killed yourself in the Q&A. Darius G sound like Huey on the Boondocks after he cut off BET. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do, bro? I'm gonna go to the third round, bro. Hold on, let me see. That's the Q&A there. I'm gonna go to JJ third round. Watch this shit, bro. Look at this stupid ass shit.
Let's keep going, man.
Out, but like all desperate pseudo scholarship, these JJ has spent the entire debate running from evidence, distorting real research, and shifting the burden of proof because he knows he has nothing.
Exactly. That's why the title is crafted the way it is, because he's trying to make Cedrick have the burden of proof, because he knows, just like he just said, he can't prove any of this shit. But you can if I go to fucking Cedrick's fucking opening round, oh my God, this shit was over then. Let me go to the opening, man. Bullshit. Niggas don't be paying this. And I understand it's a long ass debate. It's hard to fucking keep someone's attention that long, but that's why you need to take notes. Learn how to take notes.
We'll start when you start, my brother.
Watch it.
Let me know.
When you're ready, share my screen. Just let me know once the screen is shared, and tell me go. I'll go.
All right, your screen is shared.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I sit here today before you to address and debunk the pseudo-historical claims made by Mandinka Mali 7000 regarding pre-Columbian African presence in the Americas. These claims rely on fabricated sources, selective interpretation of genetic and archaeological evidence, and a fundamental misunderstanding of human migration patterns. My goal tonight is to show that these theories fall apart under the scrutiny of evidence-based reasoning and establish scientific consensus. Let's delve into the key points and demonstrate why these claims do not stand up to rigorous examination.
That's his opening. Bro, he killing this shit. So he telling you, like right there, fabricated sources. Everything that he's got on this stream right now, JJ did in the debate. And he's talking about, I didn't even say that. But you ended up doing this shit. You had a bunch of fabricated sources, the misuse of genetic evidence, the dental, teeth, and morphology shit, the arguments of how people look and the teeth and all that, African artifacts and arrowheads, that came up. This shit came up. And in that Q&A, I'm glad Cedrick asked you that shit about them anchors. He's talking about, I haven't studied that. I don't know if that's in the museum. But it's in your fucking presentation as cited as proof that Africans came here before Columbus. Some shit you ain't studied. Man, come on, man. This was an ass whooping.
Let me first provide an overview of the main arguments put forth by JJ 7000. Fabricated sources. Now, stick with me, folks. These sources, the sources cited by Mandinka Mali 7000 include books and articles, are often unverified. When you search for these references, they either do not exist or cannot be found in credible academic databases.
You see that? They do not exist or cannot be found in credible academic databases. And I just exemplified that by opening the Meta AI or requesting Meta AI to give me proof for E1B1A in ancient America. And it just spit out a bunch of false information, aka fabricated sources. And what did JJ do? We about to show you. I'm gonna go all the way to the third round. I don't want to be on here all night, man. But I think it's pertinent that y'all get to see what this nigga did, man. At least in this third round, man.
His scholars, I just presented my scholar last Robert Tulia. He didn't address them. So, also, we're going to get into, let me rebuttal him real quick. Renuka Rashidi has not been debunked. You know, he's written extensively on the history and culture of Africa and American diaspora. He's known for his work in Africa and written several books. You know, so, I mean, that ain't the argument, though. So I ain't gonna waste time on that. I'm going to get into this. Now, he has to prove that these people haplogroup is here. Columbus, he ain't even told you what group he belonged to or none of that, right? So Columbus haplogroup. This is what I came up with.
Look at what the stream says. The nigga proved his opponent's point. Nigga talking about Cedrick was the affirmative. He had to prove his point. Nigga, you proved it in the third round. Look what number 3 says. Late arrival of R-M269. Genetic studies indicate that RM269 arrived in America relatively late around the time of Columbus's voyage. This nigga talking about Columbus didn't exist, didn't come over here, but you got some goddamn information on the screen that says he did come over here and he brought R1B. Or at least the people with him brought in R1B. That's what's being implied on the screen, you dumbass. How the fuck you gonna put some information on the screen that debunks the shit you saying? This is what I'm talking about, bro. Utter madness.
Right? That I've researched. Research suggests that Columbus belonged to the Italian haplogroup R-M269. RM269. In America, studies have found that R269 is present in America, but in low frequencies than Europe. Now, here's the important part, y'all. The late arrival of R-M269. Genetic studies indicate that RM269 arrived in America relatively late around the time of his voyage, his so-called voyage. I don't even believe he really got here. But anyway.
Y'all heard him? I don't even believe he really got here, but you just read some shit claiming that he did. Like, you can't make this shit up. Then look, he read this kills him too. Ancient DNA in America, studies of ancient DNA in America have found that the majority of Native American populations belong to haplogroup A, B, C, and D, which lets you know that the closest relatives to these ancient Americans are East Asians. And yes, this is pertinent to the goddamn topic because he's claiming Africans came here before. So we should see African genetic material. We don't see it. But again, I want y'all to notice that his presentation is a fucking AI inquiry. That's why it says 4, 5, and 6. It's an AI inquiry that spit out a bunch of responses. It's not a scientific fucking article or a paper or a log, and none of that. This is a disqualification here. When you do shit like this, you're supposed to get DQ'd.
Ancient DNA studies in America, studies of ancient DNA in America has found that the majority of Native American population belong to haplogroups A, B, C, and D. Absence of R-M269 ancient DNA studies have not found RM269, the pre-Columbian.
Right. Which would bolster Cedrick's point, because Cedrick is not arguing that R1B came before Columbus, or which was pre-Columbian, which he bust your ass on this during the Q&A as well. You're using terms like pre-Columbian, letting you know post-Columbian, pre-Columbian, that Columbus actually did come here. That's why we use that damn terminology, because he marks that era, right? But Cedric's not arguing that R1B was here, you know, in the Middle Ages or prior to that. He's not arguing that. You arguing Africans was here in the Middle Ages and prior to that. So everything you're saying is moot. All this shit you're saying is moot, because at the end of the day, all Cedrick got to say is he came here 1492, which is what he said in the goddamn debate. He said it in the debate. He came here 1492. The first African came 1501. He said that shit in the beginning of the goddamn debate. You cooked. You finished. He said his premise already. What you're trying to do is trying to move the goalpost and try to say, nah, we don't see R1B before this time period. Who gives a fuck? Columbus comes in 1492, dumbass, which you just read before this, that R1B came with Columbus.
And pre-Columbian American population, but we can find the EM2 and the L in indigenous population. The RM269 is in European settlers. The RM269 has been found in European settlers who arrived in America after Columbus. When are you going to prove that Columbus even got here before any of these Africans? That's your job. That's your job. You shouldn't be.
The nigga proved it. The first African, Juan Garrido, came in 1501, I believe, with Hernan Cortez. Cedrick brought this up tonight. What the fuck were you doing while your opponent was debating? You weren't taking no notes or nothing. You weren't even listening to him. You probably was playing on Facebook Messenger and shit. That's probably what you was doing when your opponent was fucking arguing. Because obviously he told you the date and he told you the person that's regarded as the first African in the Americas. 1501, Columbus 1492. You lost the debate right there. Because the title states, did Columbus reach America before Africans? Cedrick was clear and concise when he told your ass the first African came in 1501. Debate over. Debate over.
Be up here with me. Let's keep going, man. Now, implications. The RM269 in America. The presence of RM269 in America is a result of European settlement, not an earlier migration. The indigenous American origins. The origins of indigenous American populations are distinct from those of European populations. The genetic legacy of colonialism. The genetic legacy of colonialism is evident in the presence of European haplogroups in America, meaning it came afterwards. Here go the detailed breakdown. Look, origin, West Europe, Spain, Italy, and France. This is the haplogroup that Columbus come from, which I've asked him to show us. He didn't want to show this because he know that according to your records, if this is who you think this person is or who he belonged to, why ain't you showing them being here before an African haplogroup? That is a race.
He's an idiot. He did. Again, Cedrick said clearly that the first African came in 1501. Columbus came in 1492. That's clear and evident. The nigga said that. I don't know what y'all want him to repeat the shit 3 rounds. What y'all? He should have just repeated that shit. He should have kept it simple and kept saying Columbus came. He sailed the ocean blue in 1492. Juan Garrido got his ass over here in 1591. He should have just kept saying that shit, huh? You niggas so dumb. You niggas lack comprehension skills and have learning disabilities. So maybe he should have just kept repeating that shit. Because he already said this shit early on in the debate. It was either in the opening or the beginning of his first round. But I remember him saying that. And it got brought back up in the question and answering, and Cedrick had to say it again. I've already brought that up. And he brought the date up again. The first African is Juan Garrido, 1501. And somebody in the chat got mad talking about so that means we only got here as slaves? Yes. Majority of the Africans that came over here came through via slavery. Majority, not all, majority. And they came after Columbus. There's no evidence of no pre-Columbian contact. There's none. And again, evidence is not a claim. Y'all just got claims. We're talking about evidence. Now we're talking about veracity, things that prove out the damn claim. That's what evidence is.
You haven't proved the story to be legit because you ain't came out with no documents, no proof of the Santa, meaning of Santa Maria, or whatever you call that, right? And this spread throughout Europe during the Neolithic era, absent in America until the late arrival of the Americas. The pre-Columbian area, zero. Look, in the pre-Columbian area, 0 R-M29 samples found. 15,000 years of DNA records. Post-Columbian area, 1492 onwards. Now you see
niggas talking about he was on topic. This is off topic. The debate is not was R1B. This not he doesn't have a solitarian hypothesis going on. The ice bridge connecting Europe and they walked over to America. That's not what he's teaching. What he's showing is just a simple Columbus came over here in 1492. I don't know what else you want from the man. That's all he had to tell you and show. And he did that. In the beginning of the debate, the rest of Cedrick's debate was him tearing down all your arguments. That's the majority of his debate, tearing down your arguments, showing you where you're getting this information from, showing you how it's misinformation, showing you the credibility of all those guys that y'all love, like Renuka Rashidi, Ivy Van Sertima, Old Bang, all those guys, their credibility is shot. Modern academia don't fucking regard those guys at all. They're pieces of shit in my category. But he did all that. He showed the people how you got sources that don't exist, how you misrepresent scientists. He brought up the scientists and showed him that his overall work is showing that ancient Native Americans were largely Asian. You got to show that they're African. We can't find no African. All you have is a bunch of claims that they're African. You can't show one scientific article showing an African presence in ancient America. You can't do it. And you don't do it this whole debate. You just give claim after claim after claim. And you think that you're supposed to win? Give me a fucking break.
the appearance of this RM269 in the Caribbean. They're 5% of the modern population. And in Central America, 10%, South America, all after 1492. You ain't debunked nothing over here proving that Africans haven't came here before that. Now, Africans.
You all title. You all topic, bro. Did Columbus reach America before 1492? Who give a fuck about what happened before 1492? It says pre-Columbian for a reason. Before Columbus got here, motherfucker. Now, he goes to this paper here, African ancestry and pre-Columbian Americans is estimated at 2 to 3%. And then he gave this source here, Smithsonian 2018, Native American population descend from 3 key migrations. And this is what Cedrick was actually referencing when he said genetic noise. This is what he was referencing, genetic noise. Everybody don't know what genetic noise is, so I'm going to show you real quick. It's statistical noise that you get on the PC chart. And a lot of times they give you low numbers that connect you to people that are completely unrelated to the group. Let's see, genetic noise. Let's see if I can find a good definition for it. We just read a paper on ancient Egypt, and it was discussing that the F statistics and the PC charts were different. And one showed no East African ancestry, the other one did. And it said it's more than likely that the East African ancestry is genetic noise. So what he was saying happens a lot of times, and it'll give a statistical error within the findings. very low percentage that could not have been a part of that population. And that's why he was referencing that. I can't find a real quick definition of this to exemplify it for you guys. Let me see. So interesting noise. Da-da-da. All right, I can't find a good definition for it, so I'll go back to it. So he went to this paper here. Native American populations descend from 3 key migrations. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Native American populations descend from 3 key populations. And I guarantee you this paper, if it exists, all right, here it is, does not say that one of those populations was an African population. All right, so I didn't find it on National Geographic, but I did find it on UCL, the UK page. Scientists have found that Native American population from Canada, the southern tip of Chile, arose from at least 3 migrations, with the majority entirely from a single group, first American migrants more than 15,000 years ago. None of this shit has come from Africa. As you can see, they're all coming from the Bering Strait. But JJ tried to pull the wool over your eyes. Oh, I have this fucking statistical data right here from this AI inquiry that says they had 2% African DNA. So it says here, this single group of first American migrants crossed over the Beringia, a land bridge between Asia and America that existed through the ice ages. By studying various Native American DNA sequences, the international team found that while most of the Native American populations arose from the first migration, 2 subsequent migrations also made important genetic contributions. It says the papers published in Nature for years have been contentious whether the settlement of America is carried by the means of a single or multiple migrations from Siberia. So none of this shit is backing up the claim that some people got on Somalian ships and sailed over here to the Americas. That's a whole damn thing that he was saying about Africans getting here before Columbus. He brought that shit up tonight. None of this says anything about that. Let me hard search Africa. Let me just see if it brings up. Okay, it says here, the study of Native American population is technically very challenging because of the widespread occurrence of European and African mixture in Native Americans. So that's talking about modern fucking populations. What about the ancient ones? They're saying that the African and European ancestry between these people obscures their history because we know when these fucking people got here. Okay? So the team analysis is complicated by the influx into the hemisphere of European and African immigrants since 1492 and 500 years of genetic mixing that follow. This paper not helping your stance, man. To address this, the authors developed methods that allowed them to focus on the sections of people's genomes that were entirely Native American in origin. The study of Native American population is technically very challenging because of the widespread occurrence of European and African mixture in Native American groups. When did this happen? After 1492. The assembly of DNA samples, such as diverse range of populations, was only possible through the collaboration of an international team of 64 researchers from the Americas, Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Canada, blah, blah, blah. As y'all can see, this paper is not recapitulated. I could probably find a Nature article too. It's not going to say what the fuck this nigga's saying. It's not going to say it at all. And yes, modern Native Americans are going to have European and African ancestry because they had mixed with them after 1492.
Sister in pre-Columbian America is estimated at 2.3%. The source, Smithsonian, 2018. Native American population descend from 3 key migrations. Data point 2.4 plus 0.8% African ancestry in pre-Columbian Brazilians. I mean, what is this dude doing, man? Just pointing fingers. Ain't quoted that one source. He ain't brave enough. RM269 accounts for 7% of modern American ancestry. Source National Geographic 2020 Gene Legacy of European Colonization in America. Then goes to the data point and ancestry of modern and Central America. Let's keep going, though. Let's keep going. Here go to more sources. Look. And then don't forget, we got the Trans-Pacific contact between African and Native Americans 3,000 to 5,000 years ago. I don't even want to get off into that. That's for another time, another place. But that's been proven. The Trans-Pacific contact when they went the other route. Well, here goes the sources, bro. When are you going to bring up the supplemental table? Breaks it down. You see? Look, African ancestry percentage in pre-Columbian groups. Brazilians, 2.4%. That's about 1.5 million of that population. Caribbean Tainos. What is he showing? Before. Where's your people? The RM269 subtype. Columbus era settlers brought mainly RM269 subtype R. 80% of the American RM269. Indigenous American still dominant. African and Asian DNA also found in Americans post-Columbus and pre-Columbian. Look, the Kenwood man, that's been debunked. All that. But we talking about Columbus, y'all. That's what we on. Look, the late admixture of post-Columbian RM269 European admixture arrived around 1492. Contained 5 to 10% modern American DNA. Highest in Central America, 10% European DNA. South America, 8%. Where's your numbers? Where'd you show the dominant?
Nigga killed himself again. On the bottom of his slide, it says that now he talking about late admixture, right? On the bottom of his slide, it says contributed additional 10 to 20% African DNA in modern Americans. That's what his goddamn slide says. That late admixture, this post-Columbian admixture, contributed 10 to 20% African DNA. How do any of you guys believe he won? Laurel pseudo-ass even said, he said he believed it was a tie. That's how he put it. But of course, he was leaning towards JJ's side because he believed in this pseudo shit. How the fuck you gonna say somebody won or believe somebody won when they're putting shit in their slides that killed their point? Remember, Cedrick's argument has nothing to do with R1B being here before 1492. His argument is pretty much predicated on the Columbus narrative is true. That's it. 1492 onward. But you, sir, believe that Africans were here before Columbus. So since you believe that, why the fuck is it attributing the African DNA after the Columbian period? Oh my God, stupidity.
Combination of these people that you representing, they numbers beating us here. Translate, you see what I'm saying? We know the translation.
It doesn't say beating anything, nigga. On the paper with this fucking AI inquiry that you brought up, it says contributed additional 10 to 20% African DNA in the modern Americans. African admixture intensified. Transatlantic slave trade brought millions of Africans. Which you also said, you alluded to this during the debate that all these people that we see today that are African, you made an ABO argument, could not have all possibly came from slavery. You basically alluded to that shit. It was dumb. But your slide says this shit, that this African DNA is post-Columbian.
Atlantic slave brought millions. That's when ours went up to 10 to 20. But before that, it was at 1 to 2%, which equaled out to 5,000 to goddamn also 1 million Negroes or near 1 million Africans running through here. Before Columbus, now let's get to the sickle cell. Before Columbus.
Y'all heard that dumb shit? There was 1 million Negroes running around here before Columbus. Just utter stupidity. That was a straight up ABO argument right there.
Right, the sickle cell gene was present in Brazil, specifically in San Salvador, where Africans from West Africa, mainly the Beijing region, had settled. See the little numbers next to it? This is where you can find the sources, y'all. Mesoamerica, medieval Mexico.
Nigga ain't gonna show the source on the screen. You always see the little numbers where we can find the sources, y'all. How we gonna find the fucking source? All we see is the number. You gotta cite the goddamn source, bro. When I was running a goddamn debate league or whatever, that was one of our rules. The source gotta be cited on the page. We gotta be able to see where the fuck you getting this from, man.
Oh, you shouldn't have got the ring with me because you didn't have a case. You ain't brought nothing to the table, sir. Medieval Mexico had contact with African traders from Mali, known as the Mandingo traders, who brought their culture and possibly their genetics. How about in the Caribbean, implied by African presence and cultural exchange in the region? Although genetic evidence before Columbus isn't specific in my sources, these findings suggest pre-Columbian African presence and genetic exchange in the Americas. Let's keep going, man. You see, he didn't do nothing. 3 rounds of nothingness. You see how the ad?
And that sounds like Clyde Winters. And the nigga told you about Clyde Winters, and you said, "Oh, you bringing up Clyde Winters." I'm not bringing up, nigga, and you bringing it up. Now, here's the funny part about this whole shit, because I pay attention to the detail. Y'all niggas can't pull the wool over my goddamn eyes. None of you niggas, because I pay attention. Y'all see this paper here? Discovered sickle cell gene in 13-year-old Mexican genetic samples. 2017 study sickle cell trait in pre-Columbian Ecuadorian mummies. Published in PLOS ONE. I couldn't find these papers, man. Where the fuck is these papers at? 2018 study, pre-Columbian presence of sickle cell gene in South America. So we're going to do a live demonstration here. Just like we did. The last paper don't say shit about no Africans. I just want to clarify that. He brought up that damn paper that was supposedly National Geographic, whatever. The paper says all 3 migrations came from Siberia. None of it mentions that Mandinka Mali shit that you was talking about, nigga. But anyway, let me type this goddamn paper in real quick. Pre-Columbian presence of sickle cell gene in South America. Let me see if I can find it. Columbian presence. Sickle cell gene. Pre-Columbian America. So the sickle cell gene started 6 meal was present. All right, so ancient black Mexican tribes of DNA. 8,000-year-old case of thalassemia from Wendover, Florida. Let me show you, see what came up. So there's PLOS ONE. I bet you this is Clyde Winters. Let me see. Follow the African images and the Caribbean is interesting. American Indians show African admixture. Let me see if this is. No, this don't look like Winters. Let me see what this is. Wrote about Negro tribes found by Spanish in Mesoamerica. They include the Choco, blah, blah, blah. Essay say populations. Man, this sounds like Winters like a motherfucker. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, I knew it. They're referencing Clyde fucking Winters, which is a fucking fringe pseudo-scientist. Fringe pseudo-scientist. And this nigga talking about some, oh, he bringing up people I ain't bring. Nah, you brought these niggas up, man. You invoked their fucking work, nigga. You invoked it. African empires in ancient America. And that's why they go to PLOS ONE, because PLOS ONE is not peer reviewed. SSA skeletons, blah, blah, blah. Genetic evidence and Spanish eyewitness accounts of the Yaruras and Mandinka black tribes indicate that the Brong and Mandinka lived in the Caribbean prior to the slave trade. These populations, since they were already in the Americas, when the Europeans arrived, explained the genetic evidence of the early migration of these people to the Caribbean region and African American Indian admixture where slavery was never practiced in Mexico. So yeah, a pseudo argument here, you all, made by these clowns right here. That's all you got. Let me see. Watch this. +1. Peer review. And I don't know the co-pilot. Peer review, blah, blah, blah. +1 considered the original article of all disciplines. Because I've seen Clyde Winters on this shit a couple times. But there, you got that pseudo-ass article right there. So you do have fringe people saying this dumbass shit. Obviously, you got all these people saying it too. I don't know these people, but I do know Clyde Winters, which they do bring up here. Here, he been saying this dumb shit. Look, 1977 all the way up to the modern age. 2015, 2014. Bullshit. So that's one, Mandinka. Let me go back to the article. But this shit don't talk about no goddamn sickle cells. I don't know what he's talking about. Because here, because I typed that in, what was the name of that? What was the name of that fucking reconstructing the population genetic history of the Caribbean? This motherfucking article says pre-Columbian presence of sickle cell gene. So let me go back to this article and I'm gonna hard search sickle cell. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is where you're getting it from. Some of the ancient Maya may have been SSA because ancient Maya skeletal remains indicate that they suffer from sickle cell anemia. Source 13. Moore's S. The bone change. Oh my God, that's not real. Nigga, this is not telling you that they had the sickle cell trait, man. The bone change in sickle cell anemia with a note on similar changes observed in skulls of ancient Mayan Indians. This shit was from 1929, my nigga. Hell no. This paper does not say they had the sickle cell trait. In order to know if they had the sickle cell trait, what do you need? You need the allele. So you have to sequence the DNA, the nuclear DNA, and find the allele responsible for sickle cell anemia. They don't have that sickle cell trait. We don't have no evidence of that. What you have is this claim from a 1929 anthropologist or some shit. That's it. Let's go back to the video.
Judges, make sure y'all take note of that. Now, see, now I did my correction found. Yes, I found credible sources suggesting sickle cell gene present in America before the translation.
Hold on. It says here found sickle cell gene in 1,000-year-old Brazilian skeletal remain. And this paper is claiming that ancient Mayan people had the sickle cell anemia. So it's all jumbled up. It's a jumbled ass mess, man.
Slave trade. We'll go mark our surveys. I'm going to ask that. I'm going to ask the cross-reference. I'm going to ask them to vet the sources. Our 2018 study, pre-Columbian presence of sickle cell gene in South America, published in the American Journal of Physical Anthropology. See the little number next to it, sir? Right there. All right. Found sickle cell gene in a 1,000-year-old Brazil skeleton remains. When he gonna show his side of the story, y'all? What source has he brought?
Yeah, that paper don't say that.
To the table to defend Christopher Columbus coming here before anybody, judges. Now, the 2000 research, ancient DNA reveals African presence in pre-Columbian Mexico, published in Cell Reports. Discovered sickle cell genes in a 13,000-year-old Mexican genetic samples. 2017 study, sickle cell traits in pre-Columbian Ecuadorian mummies, published in PLOS. PLOS?
I could not find that one. I could not find the pre-Columbian Ecuadorian mummy shit that had sickle cell. I couldn't find it nowhere. I looked for that during the debate. Now the next one was ancient DNA revealed African presence in pre-Columbian Mexico. So I'm gonna look that up. Hold on. Look this shit up real quick. Ancient DNA reveals African presence in pre-Columbian Mexico. reveals African presence in pre-Columbian Mexico. What was the year, y'all? What was the year? 2019, and he said it's in cell reports. Cell reports. Da-da-da. So ancient DNA reveals presence. Oh, hold on, African presence. I don't see it, y'all. I see this pseudo-ass Nation of Islam group. Yeah, that ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. Ancient DNA, human African, ancient genomes reveal long range. What's this one? Influence of the pre-Columbian culture site of Tiwanaku. Yeah, this ain't gonna search Africa here. Right. It did bring up the pygmies. Why did it bring up the pygmies? Hold on. So they're using the pygmies as an outgroup on their F statistics. And that's the only time as Africa is mentioned. That's the only time Africa's mentioned, man. Here's a paper right here. It's probably Clyde Winters. Let me see. I knew it. Inference of ancient black Mexican tribes in DNA. Clyde Winters. Damn pseudoscientist. They love this dude, man. Fringe scientist, bro. Fringe fucking scientist. Well, hold on. Let me keep looking, man. Let me keep looking. You keep looking for this source that don't exist. Oh shit! Where the hell is my screen? All right, there it is. Share my screen, and we're gonna look real quick, man, for this non-existent source. Ancient DNA studies in pre-Columbian Mesoamerica. I'm pretty sure. Let me click that one. Let me share my screen. Let me hard search Africa. Let me see if it mentions Africa. It talks about massive population displacement and admixture between indigenous and European, African, and Asian populations. That's after the Spanish occupation, by the way. Let me see. Modern day populations can be challenged due to recent historical events such as population admixture with European, African, or Asian populations. See, all the credible scientists are going to say the same shit, that the Africans came later. They did not come here in no Malian ships. None of that shit. All this shit is made up mumbo jumbo. African component. Back to origins in Africa. Because all humans ultimately evolved there 100 to 200, 300,000 years ago, right? It says the indigenous haplogroups found in present-day non-Arctic populations from the Americas are A2, B2, C1, D1, and D4. All of them descend from a founding population that split from northern Eurasian lineages approximately 25,000 years ago and remained stranded in Beringia for 6,000 years before starting to colonize the Americas. So we don't see anything about no African haplogroups over here. We don't see anything pre-Columbian pointing to no damn Africans in any of these papers, bro. We still trying to find this goddamn African presence that you were talking about. I guess you referencing all the goddamn pseudo and French scientists like Clyde Winters. That's the only thing you could be fucking referencing. Because we don't see this shit within the scientific community of repute. We don't see it. We don't see it at all, bro. And that's why this community has went to shit. It's always been like this. I can show you a video from 15 years ago from Tahuti making the same dumbass arguments. Same shit. What's that Muslim dude that used to be on Sana TV? Ali Muhammad saying the same shit 10 years ago, man. So I'm not seeing none of this. Ancient DNA reveals kinship burial patterns of pre-Columbians. I don't see nothing about no African presence on any of these results. I don't see it. Anyway, let me get back to the video. So we found a paper that talked about sickle cell in alleged Mayan sample from 1929 before we even knew about DNA and how to sequence DNA. He looked at the bones and said, oh, it looks like this person suffered from sickle cell. We don't know if they had a sickle cell trait. Right now, the up-to-date science is saying the sickle cell trait that we see evolved in an African that lived in the Sahel 7,500 years ago. That's what the up-to-date science is saying. Nothing about no American sickle cell trait has been shown in any of the ancient samples at all. So that's just, all of this information is bunk information, just made up shit, made up claims. It says found sickle cell gene in 1,000-year-old Brazilian skeletal remain, but the paper didn't say that. And in this other paper, I couldn't find this shit either. When it says sickle cell trait in pre-Columbian Ecuadorian mummies. Let me see this. Sickle cell trait in pre-Columbian Ecuadorian mummies. Clyde Winter's name came back up again. Let's see. So, look, Clyde Winters. Clyde fucking Winters. Primary source for these pseudos, man. Fucking Clyde Winters. It says the Spanish found numerous black communities in Mexico when they reached America in 1492. Yeah, but where's the Ecuadorian mummy? This don't have nothing to do with Ecuador, excuse me. This paper has nothing to do with Ecuador. But I know he's going to make that connection because I got this dude's books, man. All he do is make these crazy, spurious ass claims on all his books. Let me see. Type in Ecuador. No. So Ecuador is not even mentioned in this paper. Let me go back. I know y'all probably tired of me trying to fucking fact check this shit, but you got to. Where the fuck is he getting this shit from? AI inquiries. AI inquiries spit out false information all the fucking time or misrepresent papers all the time. We go back to the damn video. I'm gonna let it play.
That's where you can find it, sir. Huh? Let's keep going. Let's continue. Let's continue, sir. What have you brought to the table? Nothing. Look at this, y'all. 2020 paper, pre-transatlantic slave trade presence of sickle cell in America, published in the Nature of Communications. Confirms sickle cell gene present in pre-Columbian American population via ancient DNA analysis. These sources suggest that sickle cell gene present in America before trans.
Where is this paper? It just says 2020 paper, pre-transatlantic slave trade presence of sickle cell in America. Why is it so difficult to find this shit? I'm gonna tell you why. Because this shit don't exist. It's that simple. The shit don't exist. Pre-transatlantic slave trade presence of sickle cell in America. So let's try that one. Pre-transatlantic slave trade presence of sickle cell in America. Slave trade presence. Sickle cell in America. That's funny. Sickle cell disease in Brazil is related to the introduction of black Africans in the country. So, where are you getting this from again? Is this another Clyde Winners reference? Like, come on, man. This one says sickle cell was introduced to Brazil via black Africans into the country. I don't see this paper. Where the fuck did he say it came from? The man said it came from Nature. Nature Communications. Oh, my bad, y'all. I thought I was sharing this tab. Look. He said it came from Nature, right? 2020. Like, who's the author? Who's the author of this paper? I don't see it. Where the fuck it? This shit don't exist. All right, so this is sickle cell disease from the beginning until it was recognized as a public health disease. Sickle cell disease in Brazil, when explained medical, genetic, social, or anthropological terms, has a strong relationship with the introduction of black Africans in our country. In 1932, Nino Rodrigues, a Brazilian historian, researched about the origins of African slaves that came to Brazil. He used data obtained from customs departments at the port in Salvador, Bahia. This researcher concluded that almost all of the African slaves were from two regions of the west coast of Africa, the Mina Coast, by the Benin, Togo, Ghana, and Angola. Recent studies using mitochondrial DNA analysis performed by cells and Silence in 2004 showed that 58.8% of Brazilian black people originate from Central West Africa, which includes Angola. 32.1% come from West Africa. That includes some regions that are believed to have belonged to the Mina Coast. Molecular analysis of HBS haplotypes were made by several Brazilian researchers in different regions of the country. The analysis enabled the African origin of Brazilian black people to be tracked by the means of the beta S globin gene. So none of this says anything about a pre-Columbian African anything. But it does talk about the slave trade. So I don't. Yeah, we hitting dead ends here. We hitting brick walls trying to fucking cite these damn sources and find these goddamn sources. Which is something we shouldn't have to do. It's up to the debater to explicate his source, show his source, and display it. It's not up to the audience. It's not up to the judges. It's up to the debater. So when we see shit like this and we're analyzing information, this will automatically get someone de-fucking-Q'd, disqualified. Because we can't verify, like, what the fuck? You're not properly citing no work? You typed in AI and this is what it gave you. Some bullshit that we can't even look up. I can't find none of this shit, man. I had to find one of them by like a roundabout way and didn't even say what you said. And you see, this is how you know this is AI. It says these sources suggest sickle cell gene presence in Americas before the transatlantic slave trade. Would you like me to dive deeper into these findings? That's what this AI application is saying.
A slave trade would be excuse me, in America before the transatlantic slave trade. Then my chat or asking me questions. Would you like to dive deeper more to these findings? You don't use this type of chat that I got going. You see? You using a chat GPT that ain't even designed for academic research and studies. Now look at this. Yes, look what my chat engine said. suggests that sickle cell gene was present in America before transatlantic slave trade. Here we go. We got the ancient Brazil skeleton, 750 to 1250 AD. Sickle cell genetic markers found in bones, excavations, 2011. Pre-Columbian Mexican codices, 900 to 1521 AD. I already beat your time. We here. We've been here. He ain't showed no trail or nothing. Just running his mouth.
So
and sit here and did all them ad hocs. You can do that.
So pre-Columbian Mexican codices are supposed to depict sickle cell shaped cells in ancient medical tech. What? First of all, how would a pre-Columbian Mexican know what a cell was? One, you can't see cells. Oh, they had microscopes. They had microscopes and they examined the blood and they saw little cells. That's what you about to say. Oh my God. Anyway.
That's not gonna help you with this information.
10 minutes, JJ.
Also, there are no coded Mexican codices that exist in 900 AD. That's impossible because the codices or the friars, the colonial friars would take and write down certain things. And they would say, "Oh, this represents the Mexican mythology or the Mexican narrative." And a lot of times they would infuse a lot of their beliefs into it. That's where you get the Israelite 10-tribe theory from. That's where you get some of these exogenous origins outside of Asia of these people coming from the Romans. These people coming from, like they're saying, Africans are, like I said, Israelites or Assyrians and Assyrian deportees. All comes from a lot of the writings that were going on. I got a whole book that lists all the arguments that were made during the early colonial period. It's a little red book. I can't think of the name of it right now. But I brought it up when I was a damn Israelite pseudo. I used to read and reference that book about many of these damn friars and their writings in regards to ancient indigenous people. These codices were written by Spanish friars. They were not written by indigenous people or the Mexicans or Indo-American, Amerindian people in question, or Indios. They were not written by them. It was written by Spanish friars. The accounts of the Indies by the Spanish friars. So no, that's not a source, and none of that shit dates back 900. It's all post-colonial. Genetic analysis of ancient Peruvian mummies. Again, I can't find any of this shit about sickle cell trait in any of these ancient people. I'm having a hard time finding any of these damn references. African pre-Columbian ceramics link in South America suggests African presence and potential sickle cell gene introduction. Native American genetic studies revealed African DNA admixture in some Native American groups, including sickle cell genes. Again, still can't find shit about this. The only thing I saw thus far was in 1929, someone, a paleontologist, dug up some bones and said, "Oh, these bones look like they were the individual suffered from sickle cell." That's not saying he had a sickle cell trait. In 1929, it's impossible to know if someone had a sickle cell trait because we didn't even know what DNA was during that time. No one was sequencing DNA at that time. No one was analyzing to see did they have the allele.
10 minutes.
10 minutes or more of this educational butt whooping that he's going to continue to get. Symbols depicting sickle cell shaped cells in ancient medical texts. Genetic analysis of ancient Peruvian mummies. Look at the year, y'all. 550 to 1450 AD. Sickle cell trait detected in DNA samples from 2018 study. After pre-Columbian symmetric links in South America, 500 to 1500 AD, suggests African presence and potential sickle cell genes introduction. We've been here. Native American, he want to try to, oh, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That's what you was taught when you was a kindergarten. You grown now. You shouldn't be believing in fairy tales. Is that what you told the Christians and the Israelites? Now it's your turn to get a taste of your own medicine. Look at this, y'all. Native American Genetic Studies 2018 revealed African DNA admixture in some Native Americans. But he got up here and said there's no conclusive evidence of any admixture of Africans before 1492. Now you got to deal with that. You got to show up the facts. I heard what you said. Hope the judges is listening too, because he ain't gonna be able to show nothing. Let's keep going. Keep going. Now, verifying the sources with extreme scrutiny, verification results ran these sources through multiple verification checks, cross-check with academic databases, PubMed, Google Scholar, JSTOR, ScienceDirect, verified the fact-checking website, Snopes, factcheck.org. Yes, sir. So I ain't trying to hear you cry about that. Check publication credentials, publisher replication, peer review process, author credentials. Yes, let's keep going. Results for each source. Now, I'm going to give you results for each source. American Journal of Physical Anthropology 2018. Authentic, verified through PubMed and journal website. Y'all see that? Here's a little numbers for you. Article title, pre-Columbian present sickle cell gene in South America. Here go dot number, DOI 10.1002/a JPA 23744. Take a picture and go look it up. You ain't been showed us nothing but your mouth, your coon lip. That's what go 1 and 2. God dang it. These goddamn islanders come over here and try to tell us our history because they've been brainwashed by them Europeans over there still wearing white wigs. Let's keep it going, man. Authentic, verified through ScienceDirect and journal website. Article title: Ancient DNA reveals African presence pre-Columbian Mexico. Yeah, there go the numbers again. Let's keep going. Nigga, you ain't showed nothing on the screen. Here goes some more. Here goes some more. There you go. I don't want to hear nothing about JJ ain't check nothing. That's out the window now. That's out the window, sir. That's out the window. Here you go. Detailed breakdown of sickle cell gene present before Columbus in Brazil. Time frame around 1,000 to 50. These are checked sources, sir. You in some trouble. Just like you can't defeat dental morphology. If I had time to get in that, you definitely can't defeat the sickle cell gene. You know, Europeans bring it over here. Huh? Time frame around 1,000 to 1,500 CE. Location, Salvador, Baja region. Y'all notice I had brung different sources. He hasn't brung any. He just want to try to keep debunking something, bringing up sources that I didn't even bring in this round. Y'all notice that?
Yes, you did.
Judges, pay attention.
You didn't bring up the shit.
Africa specifically. They have been in region present day Nigeria, been in Togo. This is the sickle cell gene. Mining empire traders and migrants. Genetic evidence. Here are more of the source. 2018 study published in American Journal of Physical Anthropology. Sickle cell gene found thousands of years before Brazil's skeleton remains. 1,000-year-old Brazil skeleton remains, sir. It's not that hard to get to Brazil.
And you know, the layman and the low-hanging fruit, they'll get tricked by this and be like, oh, see, you cooking. No, you're not. You're not cooking. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna type this in, man. DOI colon 10/10/16. Let me get that colon 10/10/16. /J. Type this shit in. Cell rep dot 2019-01 rep dot 2019 dot 01019. So I typed that shit in just like it says here. And JJ said, look it up. Take a screenshot. Look it up. DOI 10.1016 /J dot cell rep. All right. Okay, let's try this one. This is what pops up. MAP 4K4 activation mediates motor neuron degeneration. What? Sclerosis? Nah, bro. You bamboozled everybody, man. Let me see. Let me click this. Lateral sclerosis. Man, look, man, you can't look none of this shit up, bro. This is a red flag, man. This is a huge red flag. And them niggas from Baton Rouge, it was a nigga from Baton Rouge in the chat, man, that was cheering JJ on. And the word Baton Rouge is French for red flag, nigga. This was a red flag. But I can't find none of this shit. I can't verify any of it. The shit that I was able to find, most of it was from sketchy ass people like Clyde Winters. Like, what the fuck? Let me hard search, Control F, sickle cell. This paper not even talking about sickle cell trait. Let me SR. What's the allele name for sickle cell? SR, right? Let's see. I know I'm putting y'all to sleep trying to look this shit up, man. I gotta go sleep my damn self. I gotta go work, man. But what was the sickle cell trait called? SR, not SR. What was it? HBS haplotype. So let me see if that's in here. HBS haplotype. Nothing, bro. Chicken anti, mouse anti, antibodies. Nothing in this paper suggests anything about sickle cell. So, you know what? I'm going to end it here, bro. I'm going to sleep, man. I'm going to sleep, y'all. Look, I'm trying to find these goddamn papers. I'm having a hard-ass time finding any of the goddamn papers that's referenced. He claimed he gave us a DOI number or DOI site or DOI link, and this is what popped up. And this paper ain't saying anything or talking about anything about no goddamn sickle cell or no ancient Americans or nothing. I'm going to bed, man. This is bullshit. Wasting my goddamn time. I will be reviewing this debate in its entirety. Hopefully sometime tomorrow. Get home from work. But until then, man, I'm out. Fuck this shit. Go to bed, bro. Be fucking realistic. Be real.
Bitch. Don't let Drake go. Don't let catch you.
Fornax, fuck it up.
Be realistic, I don't really see no competition. Who she thinks she talking to? Like, obviously, I'm a nigga. Close that door, niggas snakes, I ain't going for it. Move right, outsmart them, stink team, most wanted. Be realistic, niggas bums, they ain't trying to ball. Ran it back and won, nigga, anytime we took a loss. Rock hard in my double cup, I keep spilling sauce. I don't know nothing, bodies drop, he was not involved. Versatile, I could be a model or chalk the block. Or pop a lock with a dough, X marks the spot. Cut it out, if she ain't beneficial, I'ma cut her off. Bitch, give up, drop right now, made her cough it up. Cold demons, everywhere I go, we dropping icicles. Is we kidding? Broke niggas rapping science fiction. Every day a movie, it ain't hard to be the most consistent. A flow flammer, I be in and out with orange chicken. You know who really for the win? Be realistic. He just wanna be my friend, be realistic. They don't really get no OGs, be realistic. They can't do it how we do it, be realistic, man. Shit, bitch. You know who really for the win? Be realistic. Shit. Yeah. They can't do it how we do it, be realistic.
You know, run the city, let's be realistic. Where the wonton soup, I'm finna tear up the kitchen. Cause you the feds or the cops, mind your business. Draco was the dime, bitch, tell all your children. Walking back to stupid, I might men in black his memories. Tear it off quick, bitch, now. Literally, if not, you gotta go to sad facts, you can't sit with me. I know I got this big Buddha piece, I need 10 of these. Things got the sauce, ingredients, and the recipe. I never stop rapping till my neck look like Mr. T. Then again, after that, I'ma still keep shit talking. He said he was a thug, it sound good, we made a bitch out of him. Best advice to be my friend, be realistic. I ain't even say a word, I walk in and feel the tension. All these niggas home dick, sometimes life calls for whippets. I'm a joint in my city, I ain't tucking in the trenches.
You know who really for the win? Be realistic. He just wanna be my friend, be realistic. They don't really get no OGs, be realistic. They can't do it how we do it, be realistic, man. Shit, bitch. You know who really for the win? Be realistic, man. Yeah. They can't do it how we do it, be realistic.